Luigi sucks. Alright, so if you guys didn't know, there was that whole Nintendo Direct yesterday. It was really awesome. People were wondering, oh, who's gonna die this Direct? Who's gonna die this Direct? Everyone dies. Sakurai decided to Thanos the whole roster. My man Sonic was trying to save all the animals like he does in his game, you know. He was trying to save Pikachu, but then Pikachu was too slow, and then, you know, he couldn't turbo mode fast enough to get out of there, because y'all know Sonic could have gotten out of there. Somehow the laser beams found Snake as well. I don't know how they found Snake. That's a perfect disguise right there. You're gonna tell me Villager couldn't have pocketed that light beam away? This guy can pocket anything in Smash 4. He couldn't have pocketed a light beam away? The Inklings were trying to outsmart the blasters, but they somehow just like dug through the ground and swiped them up. So Kirby was the only one, I guess, who was fast enough or smart enough to get out of there. Someone needs to survive in the end to save everyone else. So that's how the whole story mode, spirit mode thing is gonna go down. The trailer was pretty cool, but that's not what we're here to talk about. This morning I woke up and I checked Twitter, and apparently there's some place in Spain that has like the full game, like the full roster of Super Smash Bros. Well, except Piranha Plant, because, you know, that's still in development. But they have the full roster, the full base roster, and they have a lot of changes for a lot of the characters, and let's just go over some of them really quickly. So there is a Reddit thread that has all of the stuff that they've found that have changed for Ultimate. So I'm just going to go over the important ones, the ones that I feel are important right here. So, first character they have, Luigi. Luigi can no longer mash Tornado to recover. Luigi now has a tether grab. He does not have a tether recovery. His Zair is apparently the only Zair in the game with end leg. He probably can't gimp anyone with the Tornado, since he can't rise with mash anymore. Do you know what this means? Do you know what this means? It means Luigi sucks. When you think about in Smash 4 why Luigi was even a good character, it like begins and ends with Tornado Gimp. Okay, maybe not that, maybe it's not that absurd, but it was a large part in due to Tornado Gimp, and now he doesn't have that anymore. And then his grab is apparently worse now. Like, maybe if he had a tether recovery, if he had a tether grab, he could use a tether recovery, because one of Luigi's worst aspects was his recovery. So buffing his recovery might have been a good idea, even if it makes his grab worse. That could have been a decent trade-off, but it doesn't even tether grab, and then the thing the tether grab has end leg when you land with it. Like, what? Are you kidding me? This is horrible. This is horrible for Luigi. I'll leave the link in the description for all the changes they're finding from Smash 4. It's not looking good for us. It's not looking good. I'm probably not. I don't want to talk too soon, but it's unlikely I'm gonna be maining this character. At least later on down the road, I'll probably main him for like the first couple months, maybe first year, and then I'll be like, you know what, this character just isn't very good, and I might have to drop him. Other notable changes here. Diddy Kong's banana does not disappear the first time it hits an opponent. That seems like a pretty big buff to me. You could hit an opponent with a banana and then grab the banana again without having to pick out a new one. That sounds like a pretty big buff to me. Rob's lasers charge faster. You're now able to hit Duck Hunt's can in the air. Falco, this is a huge buff. If I'm not maining Luigi, it's probably going to be Falco. Falco's downer now auto cancels, and it spikes now, but it's weaker. The spike comes out a lot quicker. Lasers are a lot faster. Back air may be weaker in terms of knockback. Up throw is still good. Down throw doesn't combo, but the down air auto canceling is a really big plus for me. I'm really looking forward to playing Falco if that is in fact the case. That's a pretty big buff. I might main Falco, who knows. Unlikely, I don't know. I'll have to try him out, but Falco is looking like a pretty big buff right now. Rosalina now responds after 7 seconds instead of 13. That's actually a huge buff. That comes out twice as quick. It's actually a pretty big buff. However, there's a pretty big nerf in that the jab doesn't reach as far as it did in Smash 4. Rosalina, the jab would would have like a really far range, and it would keep moving out further and further the more times she jabbed. But in Ultimate, she just stays in the same place. So that seems like a pretty fair nerf. That was really annoying in Smash 4. So some buffs and some nerfs here and there, but the buffs definitely seem to outweigh the nerfs from what I'm seeing so far. Wario's bite now restores his health, so that seems like a pretty decent buff. Okay, this seems pretty interesting. ZSS may no longer have follow-ups out of the grab. That's a pretty big deal. ZSS, down throw, up air, up B, all that stuff. That was a pretty big deal, but having no follow-ups after a grab that's a pretty significant nerf. Although no follow-ups seems kind of absurd, so take a lot of what this is saying with a grain of salt. Obviously, none of this is confirmed. Like they're not like labbing it. They're just like playing free-for-alls, as you can see in the footage here. They're just playing free-for-alls. They're not like labbing the game like a lot of people would if they were like. None of this is confirmed, is what I'm saying. But ZSS does have a faster grab, it seems, so that's a decent buff. But if there's no follow-ups out of the grab, is it really? We'll have to wait and see. Robin is faster. Okay. Robin was definitely the slowest character in Smash 4, and it was pretty hilarious how slow she was, or how slow he was. I always played against people who use the female version. It was pretty hilarious how slow he was, so I mean, it's fine. Lucario's aura power is weaker. That seems like a pretty big nerf. It seems like a pretty fair nerf, to be honest, because Lucario's aura was pretty ridiculous in Smash 4. So that's a good thing that's getting nerfed. If you didn't know, I made a video on Rage and Lucario's nerfs, and I didn't make a video on Lucario's nerfs, but I mentioned Lucario's aura in there briefly. So yeah, it seems pretty good to me. For Shulk, the Monado Art landing leg cancel is now gone, so you can't like reduce the amount of lag you get from changing Monados by landing with it. I think that's how Monado Art landing leg or Malik worked. I'm not 100% sure on that. You Shulk mains can correct me on that if I'm wrong. However, the Monado switching is faster because you can just switch from like the 5 ones that are in the like the queue when you guys know what I mean. You can switch a lot quicker now, so it might balance out itself. I'm not sure. And then there's a couple of just tweaks to make him faster, which are probably Shulk's biggest weakness in Smash 4 was definitely his frame data, so making that better seems like a pretty big buff for Shulk. Captain Falcon's recovery is better. Yoshi has a new up air. Jigglypuff's back air combos into back air. And rest kills Daisy at 60 in free-for-all. The 1v1 multiplier is going to be a lot higher, so she can probably kill people around the same percent, like 40-35% in Smash 4. And if back air true combos into back air, there's going to be some other moves it can probably combo into as well. I don't want to think about this. And those seem to be all the major changes from all the returning characters. There's some stuff about the newer characters, but I've never played with them, so I can't really tell you how much that means. So if again the full list of all the changes is in the description. There's probably some other stuff they're gonna find out throughout the day. This is just like really early in the day. This is like what, 1 p.m. for me. I woke up like 2 hours ago, so this is still like early morning for me. You guys can go check that out in the description. I just wanted to share this really quickly. I didn't make a video on the direct because I was busy all yesterday, so I guess this is what I'll have to do. How did you guys feel about the direct overall, like the entire direct, not just the changes I'm talking about? Because the direct is the main star of like the main thing that's been happening recently in the Smash community, so I wonder how you guys feel about it. I thought it was really fun. The Grinch leaks weren't true. I kind of wish they were because it was low-key more exciting than what we saw here. But you know, 5 DLC characters, who knows, they might come around. Who did we get? We had Ken, we had Incineroar. Incineroar is a pretty good newcomer. I thought they would add some Gen 8 Pokemon as DLC later on, but I guess I'm wrong. Who else? PD Piranha, Piranha Plant. That was a hilarious reveal. I definitely looking forward to trying him out, and that's just a hilarious character to me. That's just Sakurai's way of saying you can't predict anything that's gonna happen. Shadow, Isaac, all these other people, nobody can predict what's gonna happen. I make the game. You guys don't know what's on my mind. I'm a man full of surprises, and that was amazing to me. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Alright, peace.